Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here, welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, finger points to the sky. It's a new week, it's Monday, hope you guys are all doing well. Today's episode is once again powered by my sponsor Elgato. You guys know it by now, I'm using all sorts of Elgato products to create my content. Today, of course, I'm immersed into the video by using the green screen and we're lighting it up with the key lights. I have a nice sort of like cool temperature on that, and obviously it very bright to evenly light the green screen, which makes the cutout around me so much easier to do. And you know, we're obviously mounting the camera on the multi-mount, and I've got the Wave 3 microphone providing you with lovely crispy audio. Check down below for a link to my Elgato profile page. It'll be in the description. So as we move on into the episode, you have to do me one favor at the very start, and that is smash a thumbs up. 5,000 likes for a nice big episode today. Lots of cool stuff happening. Changes of the team, obviously, because of that massive future stars that we packed yesterday in Ruben Diaz. I didn't think it was at the time, but it turns out he's a pretty expensive defender, and a fair few people think he looks all right. I've seen some other comments saying that he looks super average and he probably isn't as good as like regular Varane, but we'll give him a go, right? Because why not? We've packed him. I'm not going to constantly use Varane and Mendy, so we'll take them out of the squad today and make some adjustments. So I got 10 of these player picks ready for you guys again, and I figured since they were so OP last time, we got Bergwijn and like Inform, Souček and stuff like that. We had a very good run in the player picks last time. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and do another 10, and this pretty much cost me my entire club again. But like I said in yesterday's second video, of course, 2 videos yesterday, check in the top corner if you missed them and you want to catch up on the series. You know, you might not even know that we packed that Future Stars Ruben Diaz. So spoiler alert, we do. But yeah, so far, so not good. Not so good. We get Alaba as an 84. We then actually finally get one of these that show 3 81s in a row. I'm not sure I even had that in the first 10 that I did where we ended up getting Bergwijn. Sometimes your luck is just in, and sometimes it's not really there at all. So unfortunately, this 10 is a lot worse than the last batch we did. But you know what? 3 84s have popped up. We've got a little 83 Munayin. It's fodder that I was looking to get here for the Jones SBC. As soon as I saw that card, I was like, yeah, I kind of want that. And I didn't know which one I wanted. And I guess we'll talk about that a little bit more as we go through. You probably will have seen it in the thumbnail anyway, right? Obviously, I want that centre mid version of him to come into the team. So they were my 10 player picks. Bookended by Steve Mandanda. I figured I'd just use one of him in one of the Jones SBCs, and then we'll just keep the other one in the club. And I go ahead and discard some of the duplicate stuff that I had on my my trade pile, should I say. Really should have checked that Matheus Pereira, right? He's West Brom. I don't know if all their players sell for a lot or if it's just the silvers, but I should have checked that probably. I'm going to check afterwards, and if he's worth a bit, I'm going to be annoyed. So I had 127,000 coins in my club, and it's time to probably spend absolutely every single penny of that to buy the rest of the players I needed to complete Curtis Jones. So I am able to use that Ziyech, I'm able to use Lunin, Toni Kroos, Suarez, some of the stuff that we've packed over the last few days for the most expensive squad. And then for the second most expensive squad, I needed to buy a Muller and a Galaxy, and I also... is it Galaski? I don't know. I also can grab a second Toni Kroos from the web app, right? I can grab him from Quick Sell Recovery, and I'll grab the other Lunin to keep in my club. Lunin? I don't really know. And then I bought pretty much every single player for the cheapest squad, and that literally tapped me out of coins. Obviously, we've got a 700k Carlos Alberto in the squad, but we are spending those other coins that we've got in our club on this SBC because he just looks class. He looks really good. So Premier League, the most expensive one, 86 rated squad. Now this is like a over 400k SBC, and it's cost us like 127. So obviously we've saved quite a chunk just by having some fodder in the club, and that's pretty much how it goes. That's why we play the game, right? We play the game to get those coins, to get the fodder, to get the red picks, and then we use all of that stuff to get cool SBCs done. That's kind of like the cycle of my series. That's how I really enjoy the game, using and testing new players from SBCs all the time, not necessarily grinding out in managerial masterpiece for 400 games to try and get some striker or something. That's not really how I enjoy it, which is odd because a lot of people would enjoy it that way, right? Two things to note in this final squad then is that I am using Inform Souček when I didn't need to use an Inform, and I'm also sticking Rashford in there. And it's just because we've obviously got so many good Premier League players now that I don't need a regular Rashford for anything. And I think he's come down significantly in price. And we'll probably just as likely pack him again at some point anyway. But that gets Curtis Jones done. Welcome to the club. Now, of course, this is a player pick, so he's not going to like walk out or anything. But the choice is between a left mid version with 90 pace, 90 dribbling, but way less defending, and then a centre mid version, all 80 club. And I went for that one because I'm looking for a good box-to-box centre mid for my team. Let's face it, we've already got a plethora of amazing attackers. So let's just get him as like a CM box-to-box. Can play CDM, can push up to cam, do that sort of all-rounder job. And I think he looks really, really fun. So I'm glad we've done it. I'm glad we didn't spend the coins on that Bruno, whatever his name was, the Brazilian from Ligue 1 the other day. I'm glad we didn't do that, you know, and I'm glad we saved it. And obviously that extra Lunin and the extra Tony Kroos, they both came in handy. But we've still got one Lunin in our club. Didn't submit him anymore, just in case we ever go back to, you know, Varane and stuff and need him for a goalie. If not, I'll use him in an SBC later down the line. Can always help to build the fodder up again, right? But yes, like I said, we are going to make changes to the team, significant changes, to the point where I even listed up Carlos Alberto overnight from Friday to Saturday, because I thought, okay, maybe we need the coins so that we can buy like Reece James or you know, like Van Dijk or something that we could get some sort of links into our squad for Curtis Jones and like links to Ruben Diaz and stuff. I also did 3 more player picks with some of the results from the reward packs we got from Jones. You get an 82 Haustenberg, we get a 81 Pickford, and then finally, guys, we get a 91 Saka. Oh wait, no, 83 Kostic. Sorry, I got confused there. I mixed up Kostic and Future Stars Saka. Sorry to get you a little bit excited there. So yes, this is happening. I'm actually listing up Ferland Mendy. I don't even think he sells. He might still be in my club at this point. I'm not sure. But just to make sure we've still got some sort of sweat in the club. We didn't have any coins. I needed a Premier League goalkeeper, so I just went and bought Pope. But yeah, eventually, hopefully, I'll just buy like Edison or someone like that. But at the moment, we're just going to use regular Pope because we're poor and we don't have anything other than him or Dean Henderson or Pickford in our club. So Pope is known as a good goalkeeper. I just might as well use him, right? So Curtis Jones is going to play on 8 chem, Ronaldo's going to play on 7 chem, and Carlos Alberto is going to play on 7 chem as well. So we are back up to 100 chemistry overall, and I've decided to do this with the team. Dybala, out you come. Acuna, out you come. Varane, Mendy, Lunin, out you come. This is a big, big change to our starting 11. And I think the team looks really, really cool. We've got 3 future stars in our starting 11, 2 of which we packed, and obviously one we've done a huge SBC for. And we've got Robben and Kleiber back in the team. Gonna stick to this 4-4-2 instead of the 4-3-1-2. I think I've been losing a bit too much on that very attacking formation. I'm getting countered way too easily. And this 4-4-2, it might not be my formation, but we're gonna give it another little go, you know. I need to try and get used to it a bit because I always struggle against it. So surely I can figure it out in the end. So yeah, that's the new team. I think it looks so sick. I'm actually really pleased with how the squad's looking. It's time to go back into the weekend league. At 5-5, midway through the weekend league on Saturday, I get matched up against Cruyff Team of the Year Messi when I'm 5-5, +0 form. That's the team I get matched up on. And I think that's just because I went back on Next Gen again. I'm a sucker for the pitch lines looking better on Next Gen. And I just want to play on that. But it just seems like the teams you face are insanely good. So, you know, I was expecting a really, really easy session. 5 wins, 5 losses. Midway through the weekend league, I'm bound to come up against people that hardly know what they're doing, right? That they're also 5 and 5, you know, average FIFA players like what I would class myself as, but maybe even a little bit worse than me. But that's not really the case. You know, anyone that's got mid-Cruyff and Team of the Year Messi probably kind of knows what they're doing. And I would say this guy did know what he was doing. You know, we were 3-1 up. He does make it back to 3-2. And then Rooney is able to knock it out wide to Steven Bergwijn. Nice tap past the defender there. And, I mean, a little bit of fortune to come off the post and back to him. But we end up getting the win. So finally, the 4-game losing streak has come to an end. He played 5 at the back as well. A little bit more defensively than what is kind of acceptable, so that was fairly difficult to get past. But hey, we ended up getting 4 goals in the win, so it is beatable. It's not like it's stupid OP, but obviously we got gold 1 with a 5 at the back last week, and this week we're really struggling, so maybe there's something in it. I don't know. Into the next game we go. This guy had Player of the Month Gundogan, so I'd already won. Like, I just knew it. Like, if you've done that SBC, maybe you're a Man City fan, but he just doesn't look like the greatest card. He's fairly cheap, so like for a card collector point of view, that's cool. You know, it looks all right, but he's not like a super meta player. So I just figured I was probably gonna outplay this guy, literally just off of that alone. And I was 2-0 up, and then within 7 FIFA minutes, I'd gone 3-0 up, and he decided to pause and rage quit. Don't blame him whatsoever. I'd probably pause if I'd conceded 3 goals literally that quickly. But yeah, GG's, I guess. We'll move on into the next one. So that was actually an easy game, which I very much appreciated considering how difficult it's been so far this weekend. Into the next game we go. Sorry, I've done a couple of these commentaries and filmings in a row, so my voice is now starting to get like proper raspy, and I could use a drink of honey and lemon. I'm going to take that right now. I hope you don't mind. My blood type is basically honey and lemon, for those of you that are wondering. Because I use my voice and you talk big, you like really exclaim. Oh, I don't know what the word is, you know. But yeah, for those of you that are wondering, I often get sore throats quite a lot of the time. It's like I'm a singer, but less famous and less talented. But anyway, moving back onto the video, I was 2-1 down in this game right here, and Ruben Diaz gets sent off. And I was like, huh? I thought there was some sort of double jeopardy rule where you can't get sent off if they give a penalty now. So I don't know. Maybe I was just completely wrong. But he ends up going 3-1 up, and I couldn't work it out against this guy because he was playing a flat 4-3-3, and he didn't have the craziest of squads. Yeah, his squad was all right. He had some nice players, but it wasn't the craziest. I ended up going 4-1 down, and I was like, I genuinely thought that I should have had enough opportunities to win that game. But GG again, you know, I only had 4 shots, 3 on target. I couldn't make it happen. Oh, that was the guy with the Denea, the whatever his name is, the centre-back, who was insane against me, by the way. So maybe he was just a very good player and very good defender on the game. So into the next one we go. So we're not getting every single game as a stupidly easy one because our record was terrible. You know, we just lost again. So that was like our, what, 6th loss, 7th loss? I can't even remember at this point. But my opponent equalises on me again. I do get cut inside with Ronaldo here. Just knock it back into Rooney and we can get a goal back straight away. And at this point in my head, I was like, I'm not playing anymore. I need wins here. I need to get through my weekend league as quick as possible so I can spend time with my family. And I was behind on my schedule. So I went 3-1 up. And I think he ends up quitting off of that. Yeah, he does. He just dashboards. So it's because I held possession quite a while. He held possession. He was doing nothing with it when I was 2-1 up. Literally just passing it and then standing still until I pressed him. So I did that a little bit back to him when I got the ball back. And then we eventually scored from it. And I think maybe he'd had enough at that point. And then we come up against this. Again, another mental squad. Mid-Cruyff or Baby Cruyff. And then Baby Cantona, who, if you remember, I did mention to you guys, is one of those players which outplays their stats massively. and is just someone I cannot defend against. If I ever got the chance to use Prime, or maybe later down the line if they do, will they do icon moments this year? I guess they will, right? They do icon moments, and there's a moments Cantona, and I got the chance to use it. Oh my god, I'd love that, because he would be insane. By the way, we did just score from outside the box with a first-time finesse shot in off the bar with Curtis Jones. I've liked him so far. He's a little bit clunky. You know, he doesn't feel super fluid like what we've been using with Acuna in the centre mid spot. And actually, Seedorf does feel a little bit more like he can move. But that, I think, is probably because Curtis Jones is 6 foot, 6'1", something like that. And he doesn't have the highest agility and balance. I'm actually using him on a basic chem style as well. Because when I checked on FootWiz, he was like a 92 rated centre mid with a basic. And that was one of the highest you could get him up to. It seemed to boost him in the right areas. Because if obviously basic does boost something in every stat, whereas like engine will just do pace, dribbling and passing. Anyway, we end up losing to a 4-3-3-4. It's a nice attacking formation. I do struggle against that one, and so we take another loss. So we're now 8-7, which is just bad. It's just so bad. That's the last of the gameplay for today. You know, what we've done today is a lot of player picks, huge team changes, and we've gone from 5-5 to 8-7. So another 5 games played, another 3 wins, another 2 losses, which is the devastating part. So 7 losses already, and we're only halfway through our weekend league. I am just going to get up to 14 wins and call it, I think, this weekend. Because this is Monday's video, right? You know, and I've still got to play to get up to 14. Still need 6 more wins. So that could be Tuesday and Wednesday's video, depending on what other content we do amongst it. So, yeah, we're still not out of the woods yet. We're not in the clear. This team, by the way, in the 4-4-2, pretty good. Robin a little bit lackluster. Bergwijn doesn't get super involved. The left mid and right mid are a little bit quiet, I have to admit. But Rooney up front with Ronaldo is quite fun. And then obviously I'm enjoying Curtis Jones. Ruben Diaz is not that amazing. He doesn't feel like his price should be that high, in all honesty. But have been playing with him and quite enjoying him. Yeah, he's given away a couple of penalties or whatever. But still, it's nice to use something other than Varane and Mendy. It's quite nice that we haven't got them in the team at the moment. I'm sure you will agree. It's going to end the episode though, boys. Do me the hugest of favours of smashing the thumbs up button. 5,000 likes is your target on this Monday. And of course, don't forget that my Elgato links are down below in the description. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They're also down below in the description. The description box is a good place to look to find out about me and my other social medias and stuff, you know. And sometimes I leave little hints about what happens in the episode in there, so you can always get a little spoiler yourself if you're interested. But yes, thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. Good start to your week. Hope that you meet your goals this week and stuff. I'll catch you tomorrow for another episode. Peace.